promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about to cut. I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about to cut. I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about to cut. I promise I'm gonna make a scene. Got lights, cameras, action, but I promise that I won't be seen.
My name is Theodore.
My name is
and I am
Markeisha.
about 8 years old.
You 8?
And I'm 10.
9 years.
I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and PTSD.
Okay, do you recall what happened 6 years ago?
Okay.
I got taken away.
I don't really remember.
It felt like I was fighting a losing battle.
I felt sad, mad.
If there was one thing that you could tell a child going through the same
I just
thing.
wanted
Okay,
to
what's the
tell
hardest part about it? Easiest part to deal with?
There was a lot of obstacles, but I overcame them.
Children, just know that it will be alright.
Before I begin telling my story, I must give warning that this story may potentially trigger some people who have similar background stories and current situations. I cried reflecting on the past event. However, if we can find the strength to get through this story, you may find some valuable information throughout my story. If you don't think you can, I understand, and you don't have to endure the agony, guilt, or the emotions. Just remember you are strong and will come out victorious if you never give up. You can still leave questions in the comments, and I will try to help you even if you can't continue. I am a horrible person, constantly reaffirmed, and my mind switched from reunification with my children to reunification with my mother. Even though I distanced myself from family and nobody called, visited, or checked on me except my daughter's father, I began to plot my demise. Even though I had blocked him and wanted nothing to do with him, he still came. Even though I showed spite towards him and his betrayal, he still came over. I stopped going to therapy. He tried to convince me to go back, but I had many excuses not to, and I resented him for suggesting it. He would tell me about the conversations he and my family had. Mostly I was the topic, and it increased my distrust of family and him. When it came to my demise, I took the time to research, and when I decided what I wanted to do, I was never able to do it because right at the moment, he'd arrived to check in. He always used to say that he had a feeling that made him come over. Whatever you believe in, go with that. But I consider myself a spiritualist, and I talk to my ancestors. I believe my mother was sending him to stop me, and it worked. I also used to walk across the street without looking either way, but I never got close to the goal. Then I had a dream about intentionally driving my car off an intersection bridge, and it landed crumpled and upside down on the highway below. The highway below was completely empty, and based on the car's condition, I should not have survived. But I climbed out of the driver's side window and stood up, then walked away. No scratches, no cuts, no harm. After that dream, I knew no matter what I did, I wasn't going to succeed, so I completely removed that as an option. I was doomed to be the walking dead.
I shine so bright, you might go